in the crisp Nordic air of Helsinki's Senate Square, where neoclassical buildings stand sentinel around a statue of Tsar Alexander II. Whispers of revolution still linger amid modern saunas and tech hubs. But what if this land of lakes and forests, once a pawn in imperial games, forged its freedom in a moment of global chaos? How did Finland emerge from centuries of foreign rule to become a beacon of independence and innovation? Let's journey into the whispers of Finland, tracing a tale of resilient roots, simmering awakenings, defiant declarations, and enduring spirits that link a turbulent past to today's thriving nation. Picture ancient Finnic tribes around 1000 BC, roaming the vast wilderness of lakes and pines, where harsh winters tested every soul. No grand rivers carved easy paths. No mild coasts offered simple settlement. Why root their lives in this frozen frontier, blending with Sami herders in the north and forging ties with Baltic kin? The answer rustled in the resilient land itself. A tapestry of forests, providing timber and furs, lakes teeming with fish, and isolation breeding a fierce self-reliance. These early dwellers built saunas from logs for warmth and ritual, hunted elk with bone-tipped arrows, and traded amber with southern neighbors. By the Iron Age, around 500 BC, hill forts dotted the landscape, defending against raiders while villages grew around iron forges, crafting tools that tamed the wild. Myths of the Kalevala epic took shape, sung by shamans under northern lights, weaving tales of heroes like Väinämöinen. Stroll Helsinki's waterfront today, and you'll feel the echo. Modern ferries glide where ancient boats once fished. Saunas now spa retreats, drawing wellness seekers. Within millennia, the population spread. Suomi tribes in the south, Tavastians inland, forming loose alliances. Hunters became farmers, clearing fields for rye and barley that still bake into hearty breads. This wasn't mere survival. It was a quiet gamble on endurance. When Viking raids swept the coasts, or Novgorod traders pushed from the east, the Finns adapted, absorbing influences without losing their core. The land shaped a people of sisu, unyielding grit, one that withstood ice ages, eras blended, from prehistoric huts to medieval manners. But that steadfast spirit, it remained Finland's foundation, quietly building toward voices that would demand to be heard. Now envision the 19th century, as Finland chafes under Russian rule as a grand duchy, inherited from Swedish conquests in the 12th century, ruled from St. Petersburg since 1809, with czars dictating laws amid growing nationalism across Europe. Why did this peripheral duchy, lacking revolutionary fires like France, begin whispering of self-rule? Because beneath imperial oversight bloomed a cultural renaissance, a phenoman movement, awakening pride in language, folklore, and identity. Under Swedish crowns from 1150, Finns built castles like Turku and adopted Lutheran faith, but Swedish became the elite tongue, marginalizing Finnish speakers. Russian autonomy after 1809 allowed a diet, parliament, and own currency, yet Russification in the 1890s, imposing Russian language and conscription, ignited resistance. Poets like Johann Ludwig Runeberg penned Our Land, stirring hearts, while composer John Sibelius's Finlandia became an anthem of defiance, its notes banned by censors. Visit the Sibelius Monument in Helsinki today, its steel waves evoking that symphony, now a tourist draw amid vibrant design districts. The population swelled to 3 million, with industrialization bringing railroads and factories, empowering a middle class. Yet tensions simmered. Strikes in 1905 echoed Russia's revolution, granting universal suffrage, Finland first in Europe for women's full voting rights. This awakening was subtle fire. Intellectuals collected Kalevala tales, schools taught in Finnish, fostering unity. Finland's path was patient, a duchy dreaming of nationhood, resilient in reform. By 1917, as World War I raged, the stage was set for a bold leap, turning whispers into declarations. Twilight descends on December 6, 1917, as Finland's parliament declares independence amid the Bolshevik Revolution's chaos in Russia. Lenin's government, toppled from Tsarist rule, recognizes it weeks later, but freedom brings immediate turmoil, a civil war pitting Reds, socialists, against whites, conservatives. Past subjugation fueled the drive. But what clever maneuvers secured this newborn nation's sovereignty against odds? The declaration, led by Per Evin Svinhufvud, capitalized on Russia's weakness. No army resisted as Finns formed a Senate and Guard. Yet January 1918 ignited war. Reds seized Helsinki, backed by Russian troops. Whites, hated by German forces and led by Carl Gustav Mannerheim, rallied in the north. Battles raged in snow. Tampere fell after bloody sieges, with 38,000 dead overall, including executions in prison camps. Independence solidified by May, with a monarchy briefly considered before becoming a republic in 1919. The 1920 Tartu Treaty with Soviet Russia set borders, while League of Nations entry affirmed status. Post-war healing came through land reforms and education, building a welfare state. Today, Independence Day torches light Helsinki Cathedral, parades honor veterans, and Finland tops happiness indexes. Its NATO join in 2023, echoing defensive sisu against modern threats. Tech giants like Nokia trace to those innovative roots, while universal healthcare stems from post-independence unity. This wasn't easy birth. It was a forge of fortitude, molding conflict into cohesion. In months of strife, Finland claimed its fate, absorbing scars into strength, a legacy of liberty that inspires globally. As auroras dance over Lapland lakes, mirroring ancient shaman skies, Finland unfolds like a living saga. Ski-in forests, where tribes once hunted, now eco-lodges blending sustainability with saunas. This isn't old tales. It's ongoing. Kalevala inspires games like Angry Birds. Russian borders host peace parks, and Helsinki's Design Week celebrates that independent spark. What thrives here isn't just freedom, but fortitude, each chapter strengthening the next. From tribal tenacity to revolutionary resolve, Finland doesn't cling to yesterday. It charges ahead, snowflake by snowflake, inviting you to embrace its essence. For in this northern nexus, history isn't frozen. It's flowing, ready for fresh footprints. If Finland's fortitude has fired your imagination, subscribe for more narratives from notable nations. Like and share if this independence inspired you. Until next time, seek the sisu in stories.